Jamison. Siren. Blues are in the grand final.
The most memorable thing was the ending. For me, it's the most euphoric moment I had in my playing career. Like the game being so close, you know, a grand final on the end of it, not knowing back in those days the runner didn't come out and say there's 30 seconds to go. Like it was just, you were just hanging on for dear life. The ball was deep in their forward line. So when we heard that siren and the feeling after that, it was just, yeah, spectacular.
There's been so much written and so much said. But the reality is the Dogs have missed out. Malcolm Blight and his men are through.
A goal after the siren had the Bulldogs poised for a grand final berth.
We were about 4 or 5 goals down and we weren't playing all that well. We'd kicked really poorly at goal, so I don't think we felt as if we were out of the game, but we just knew that we had to improve. And you know, Blighty in his, you know, his own way made that very well known at half time, and yeah, we were able to sort of turn that round in the second half. When there's a grand final on the end of it, you know, like that's a pretty big motivator for you. And the other thing that was in the back of my mind, at least anyway, is that in '93 we were in the opposite position. Like we were 7 goals up against Essendon, and we let that opportunity slip to actually play in a grand final. And of course, Essendon went on to win the flag. So, you know, I think there was 9 or 10 players who were still playing from '93, and I'm sure that even if it's subconsciously, you know, the opportunity to, you never knew when you were going to get back to another prelim final, so we had to make the most of it. And it's interesting, when the game turns and the momentum starts to get in your favour, it's a very powerful force, and it was against us in '93 and it was with us in '97.
The spotlight is on him. 35 metres out. The Crows are in front. Tony Liberatore celebrates a point.
I was sort of not far away from being behind him, and the ball really floated, and it sort of floated from side to side, and I'm not sure if many people have picked this up, but the ball goes higher than the goalpost, but the umpire gives it a point and then hits the post as if to say that the ball went over the post. So when you think about sort of, you know, a game of inches, we're talking the width of a football basically, is, you know, the difference between maybe making a grand final and not.
Thousands of people cramming the airport last night and singing their praises.
In the end, I don't think you care too much about what happened during the year. Once you get to the finals, it's all about, you know, winning that one day, particularly for us when you get to this sort of knockout stage, and we never let ourselves get ahead of ourselves at all, and we just kept focusing on the job at hand. And the only time we actually thought about winning the Premiership was at 3/4 time in the grand final. He said, now you can actually think about doing that. So, you know, up until then it was just always really short-term goals and really clear focus on the things we had to do well.